You think that America deserves the best?
Of course.
Either you or your parents or their parents came from somewhere else.
Someone just based on country of birth, less skill, less experience, they can get in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And is that because you're from India?
Yes.
There's a huge number of successful folks here from India in the medical field, every field.
So many people do everything they can just to get a shot.
Hi there, if you don't know me, my name is Anuj and I'm traveling to all the 50 states of the United States in order to spread the awareness on discriminatory country gap, on green cards for specialized jobs. And today I am at my 17th states, Kentucky. I am in Frankfort, Kentucky. And I just got this passport for state capitals. I didn't know that they had this. I know that they have one for National Park, which I'm using. And today, to start the conversation, I'm asking people questions that you think America deserves the best. Because if you think about anything, right, America wants the best, like thinking in terms of avocado. They don't have this country cap that we don't want no more than 7% avocados from one particular country, because they are like, okay, if we're getting 100% avocado from one particular country, that's okay as long as we are getting the best of the best. But when it comes to high skill immigration, only when they have to change the status to permanent residency, they have this country cap. And because of that, America is suffering because people who are the best of the best, depending on the labor shortage, they are not getting the chance. But people who are already here because they don't have this country cap on student visa, they don't have this country cap on work visa. But when it comes time for these people, when they apply for change of status to permanent residency, then only they have this country cap. There are people who are living in the United States and whose permanent residency got approved in 2009. They haven't got the permanent residency, but based on this country cap, because even the skill-based immigration, they prioritize based on the country of birth. Someone who has never been to the United States gets priority just based on where they are born. So that's not fair. There's very little awareness about that. So I'm just gonna try to talk to as many people as I can about this issue. The state capital is open. I already been there because I got my stamp.
Today, many international students and skilled professionals who come to America based on merit face discrimination and exploitation simply because of where they were born. This unfair treatment goes against American values and slows down our nation's growth. By becoming a monthly supporter, you can help us end this injustice. Your contribution of as little as $10 a month allows us to hire full-time staff who are dedicated to ensuring that America remains the top choice for the STEM talent it so desperately needs. Because a fair America means a fair world.
How are you guys doing? So I'm asking people questions that you think that America deserves the best.
Of course.
I do think America deserves the best.
I think Americans think they deserve the best. I think people from Canada think they deserve the best.
But
yeah.
when it comes to like everything, America wants the best, right? So in terms of like avocado, if you think that they don't have a country cap, they want the best of the best avocado. So after they imported like 7% from one country, they don't say that, oh, we're gonna go to another country. But they deny the best when it comes to high skill immigration. You know that? Yeah. So high skill immigration, even the skill based immigration, they prioritize based on the country of birth.
That's so interesting. I wonder, why do you think that is?
So country cap is 7%.
Huh.
So even if there is like the best people, like if there is a need for doctor and there is a more experienced, more skilled doctor, but just based on the country of birth, another doctor can qualify with much, much less experience and skills.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that don't make sense. That don't make sense.
So
If you've been here for 14 years and you want to stay here, you should be able to.
So when it comes to student visa, they don't have country cap. So
Oh.
student, they are like, we want the best of the best. Then work visa, they don't have country cap. So they are like, workers, we want the best of the best. But let's say there's someone who came on work visa or student visa, when they try to change their status to permanent residency,
Yeah.
only then they have this country cap. So if you see that most of the international students, they get it from India.
Right.
So university gets the best of the best student. That's why they don't complain. when it comes to work visa, they don't have country cap. So all these like big corporation, they get the best of the best employee. Most of them come from India.
I agree.
But then when it comes for them to change the status to permanent residency, then there is a country cap.
The H-1B visas, is that?
Yeah, kind of like people who are on H-1B, but if they are trying to change it to permanent residency, United States, even that one, they prioritize based on the country of birth. So people from India, it takes them forever to get the permanent residency, even if they are like more skilled or more experienced. But some countries, they can have like much less experience and they can become faster just based on the country of birth. The kind of skill shortage America has, those are like from very few countries, right?
Yeah.
When they want them on work visa, they don't mind. But when it comes to trying to change it to permanent residency, so they have a country gap. A lot of people has a lot of different opinion, and this country gap were like kind of first introduced 100 years ago. But in that, I don't know what happened like 100 years ago, right? But on the skill base, they introduced in 1990. So even before the internet was popular. So at that time, they didn't know that all the skills which has shortage here, that might come from one particular country. So people who are already here, it's not about immigration, it's like already here, they cannot change it to permanent residency just based on the country of birth.
I never knew that.
So many people, they'll do everything they can just to get a shot.
Right,
And they can be the best of the best in their community.
right,
But because of a numbers game, they don't
right.
get the opportunity to help the world.
Always said our strength as a country is our diversity.
Right.
And every class I would say, if either you or your parents or their parents or their parents or their parents or my parents or their parents or their parents came from somewhere else.
Right.
Thus we are all equal.
While I am here, I should get like equal treatment.
Of course.
So right now,
America.
if you offer me a better job, I can't just take it
Yeah.
because you have to file my visa because I'm
Oh,
on work
really?
visa. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
When the IT industry started booming here,
Yeah.
a lot of jobs went there, right? Outsourcing.
Yeah.
So people saw that these are the fields which we can like easily get in
Yeah.
without failing big time, right? That if aiming for an Olympic gold medal, the chances of failing are high. So that's why it's not just like about India's population is high. That's why there is high skilled workers.
Yeah.
It's like those are the things people saw that this is a good future.
So they were kind of raised. Yeah. That's a good point.
So I need to keep renewing my work visa versus someone else. Just 1 year of experience, they can become permanent residents based on the country of birth.
And is that because you're from India?
Yeah. So because of this country cap, that most of the skills
I mean,
which
there's
has
a huge number of successful folks here from India in the medical field, every field.
so that's the field we have shortage, right? That medical field, we don't have a lot of nurses and doctors.
Right.
We don't have a lot of people in tech because like tech industry is big here, right? So they don't have enough people. So those are the people India produces. Those are kind of the people
Of course.
the most.
Yeah.
So it's like skill based. I understand that family based, they might want to limit the people, but at least on the skill based, they should promote that the best of the best.
I agree with that.
Nice to meet you.
yes,
Yeah,
nice to
thanks
meet you.
for
Yeah.
stopping by.
हर संत कहे साधु कहे सच और साहस है जिसके मन में अंत में जीत उसी की